TedCFishman, Shock of Gray, The Aging of the World's Population and How It Pits Young Against Old, Child Against Parent, Worker Against Boss, Company Against Rival, and Nation Against Nation. As the world's population ages, societies are facing a new reality with significant implications for various sectors, including businesses, healthcare, and social structures. Shock of Gray, by TedCFishman focuses on the challenges and opportunities of an aging world. It delves into the concerns of how societies across the globe are adjusting to a graying population, the impact on the economy, employment, healthcare, and complex social changes. By examining real-life examples from Japan to the United States, Fishman sheds light on how different societies are navigating the challenges of rapid aging and the potential long-term consequences on all generations.
The aging society. The world is getting older, and with medical advancements that extend lifespans, elders will make up a larger percentage of the population in the upcoming decades. Declining birth rates contribute to this demographic shift, leading to a graying planet that will impact future businesses and lifestyles. Some companies are learning how to turn silver into gold for profit, such as Lifeline, a U.S. company that provides monitoring services for elderly clients. However, some businesses have to adjust downward to accommodate changing demographics, such as Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Increasingly, companies are designing new products and approaches to meet the needs of an aging society, such as a Japanese robotic plush baby seal that helps calm dementia patients. The well-being of the globe's young is at stake because they will eventually care for the old. Global aging and its implications. With advances in medical care and technology, humans are living longer, resulting in a global aging population. However, the aging world comes with challenges such as a lack of able-bodied workers, higher demand for elder care, and age discrimination. Countries with young workers, like the Philippines and China, will also face labor shortages as their populations age. As a result, many elderly people will need care, and more young or middle-aged people will need to care for them. Moreover, women will increasingly become their husbands' caretakers as they live longer than men. To overcome these challenges, society needs to reconsider how to maintain the aged in their accustomed comfort throughout their lives. Nonetheless, a silver lining emerges as the spheres of active, healthy, and engaged older adults will grow. By pursuing varied interests, volunteering, and staying busy, more elderly people will remain active and productive. Finally, the aging world moves people around the globe, and younger generations will live in an increasingly older world. The science of aging. Throughout history, people did not usually live long due to diseases and plagues. However, contemporary people are capable of living longer lives for various reasons, including education, urbanization, and better prenatal/child care. Aging happens molecularly, and its effects become more pronounced in your 40s, 50s, and 60s. Aging increases someone's risk for various issues, such as heart disease, cancer, and Alzheimer's disease. Despite this, people who make it to their 90s and 100s are impressively resistant to illness. Florida's growing elderly population. Florida has the largest elderly population in the U.S. with over 3.3 million people older than 65, but this comes at a cost for its youth. Spending on childhood education is the lowest in the country, and younger people face competition for low-paying jobs from active seniors. Despite this, Florida offers good social services and extensive medical facilities for the aged. The picture of active seniors on golf courses and in pottery classes belies the growing reality of nonagenarians and centenarians. While good weather and outdoor activities offset the aging process, the elderly will eventually need to spend heavily on private care and nursing homes, raising questions about state and federal aid for those who cannot afford it. Despite the challenges, Florida residents show tolerance for the elderly in shops and on the road, making it a popular choice for retirees. Women in Spain and aging Japan. Women in Spain are Europe's most long-lived group. The country's dwindling birth rates and aging population have led to a surge in immigration. People credit the Mediterranean diet and the significance of socializing meals with family and friends for an extended lifespan. Japan's population is in a decline that will continue until 2050, with 1/3 of its labor force expected to disappear. Traditional values are observed to change, with more Japanese women putting off marriage and childbearing as they focus on their careers. Elderly people can no longer count on their children to care for them, as families now live separately. Women bear the burden of caregiver duties, leading to issues around an increasingly older workforce with reduced opportunities for younger workers. The suicide rate among Japanese men is the highest in the developed world, and companies are rehiring retired employees at reduced wages, reducing opportunities for younger workers. Aging in a changing economy. The decline of manufacturing in Rockford, Illinois has left older workers with few job opportunities, forcing many to cobble together low-paying part-time jobs and collect Social Security earlier than they would have otherwise. However, former employers are rehiring engineers and skilled workers as consultants for manufacturing companies in China. In this century, changes in business practices and demographics will bring challenges, like how much liability banks and financial firms will incur while dealing with older investors. Media will attract the once ignored older than 50 cohort, but stereotypes about old people may still persist. Despite this, stories like Ida Ruth Hayes Green's, who earned her high school diploma on the eve of her 99th birthday, can inspire people to overcome ageist biases and confront their own fears of aging.
In A Shock of Grey, TedCFishman paints a vivid picture of the social, economic, and healthcare effects of an aging global population. As life expectancy increases and birth rates decline, older populations are becoming more dependent on younger generations. This requires new strategies and innovations to cater to the needs and preferences of the elderly. Companies are also adjusting their focus to take advantage of this demographic shift. Intricate social challenges arise as an increasingly elderly population relies on a smaller group of younger, working people. Women, in particular, are often burdened with the responsibility of care, and age discrimination continues to persist in different forms. Shock of Grey underscores the importance of understanding and preparing for an increasingly gray world, exploring the consequences it brings and how societies can adapt to it.